Hey, Dean Julia. How are you doing?
Good.
Good. Are you ready for your 73 questions with Lisa?
Let's do this. You can't see that I'm smiling. I'm smiling.
Awesome. Okay, so where are we right now?
We are upstairs Hager. We're in the Office of Student Affairs.
Cool. And what makes this place special?
I'm here. You're here. The people.
Good. And so what is your official job title?
I am the Dean of Students.
And how long have you been working at UD?
Too long. No, a year and a half.
Awesome. So you're new here.
Yeah, yes, exactly, yes.
Where did you go to undergrad?
The University of Dallas. I did leave. I just want to say.
Awesome. And what did you major in?
History.
Cool. What did the year after undergrad look like?
I've erased that from my memory. No, I worked at the San Diego Wild Animal Park and thought about what I wanted to do, which was go to grad school.
Cool. Can you tell us a little bit about where you grew up?
I grew up in Vermont, and then in Texas, in Grand Falls, right outside of Austin.
Cool. And growing up, who had the biggest influence on you?
Ooh, I'm stumped. We got to go faster than this. 73 questions. I need to have a quick. My dad.
Your dad. Awesome. Cool. What is your favorite time of the day?
Morning. I'm a huge morning person.
Ooh, awesome. Do you want to go on a little walk? Good. Do you have any kids?
I do. I have one son.
Awesome. Thank you. What book are you currently reading?
Am I supposed to be reading a book? Who has time for that? No, actually I am reading a book. Really atypical for me. I am reading a biography of John C. Calhoun.
Ooh.
That means nothing about me. I never read biographies.
Awesome. What is the best trip that you've ever been on?
Oh, so many. Which one? Well, other than the UD Rome program, which I have to give a shout out for, which is probably the best overall trip. Let's see, what else? Oh, I went to the Sudan in Africa, and I really loved it.
Oh, wow, cool. So you mentioned the UD Rome program that you went. Are you a Spromer or a Fromer?
Spromer. 2000 Jubilee year.
Awesome.
And Peter Hatley's first year. I don't want to say that.
Cool. What is the best
Can I
compliment?
take this off?
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome. What is the best compliment that you've ever received?
Gosh. I'm gonna be really sappy. That you're a good mom.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome. Okay, what do you think was the best year of your life so far?
I think my first year of grad school.
Good. Why?
I moved to Santa Barbara, which I love, still like my favorite place on earth, and I got to do something I dreamed about since I was a little kid, which is be an archaeologist. So got to dig in the dirt all day long and get paid for it.
Awesome. Can you tell me a little bit about being an archaeologist?
Great job, does not pay, which is why I went to law school. But no, a lot of fun and almost like Indiana Jones, a little bit.
Cool. So what does a typical school day look like for you?
Here? Goodness, it's all over the place. That's what I like about my job. I get bored with jobs that are really routine, but usually meetings. During COVID world, few meal deliveries to people in isolation. Always happy to see me. Couple meetings with students, and a lot of putting out fires. Not literally.
Whoa.
Let's hope. Except with the Madonna guys who keep putting their fire alarm off.
That's hilarious. So you mentioned that you went to law school. Where did you go to law school?
GW, George Washington in DC.
Cool. And what did you specialize in?
I didn't really specialize, but I ended up doing criminal law.
Cool. How did you decide that you wanted to go into academia?
You don't see that path? I don't know what's wrong with you, Lisa. academia. I started working in criminal justice research, which I really liked, but I didn't enjoy just being by myself all day long and doing research. And I really liked working with the students who were researching with me, and I figured, why don't I work with students all the time? So.
Oh, cool. Did you ever find it difficult being a woman in higher ed?
Not working with students, no. I find that students, it totally doesn't matter. But yet, a couple of times in board meetings, kind of places where it's a lot of kind of old school, a lot of, mostly men, and sometimes I felt like I was being judged one way or the other. So mostly no, but a couple times, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So you mentioned how COVID has affected your job a little bit. Can you
Not a little bit.
Can you talk a little bit more about how COVID has affected?
Where to start? Obviously, it's been rough for a lot of people. We do a lot more caring for individual students right now. A lot of our lives are dealing with students in isolation and quarantine, and it's difficult for them. It's difficult for us. I think the part that we don't enjoy, and as an RA you know this, it's a lot of rules and regulations, and that can be really hard when your days are spent enforcing and not doing maybe more positive things that you want for the community. Obviously we like to think it's positive, but...
Yeah. What is something that you are thankful for because of COVID?
Ooh, that's a really good one. A lot of things, honestly. I'm so thankful for just the people I get to work with. I'm thankful for my family because we're only visiting with their family now. So it's like, wow, I've enjoyed spending time with my son more. Used to be thinking of it more of as a burden, and now it's kind of like, wow, cool, I get to hang out with them.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Am I supposed to be following you, or are you backing away from me?
Oh, I'm this is good. This is good.
This is not 6 feet. Get away from me. You're following me.
Oh, that's funny. What is something that you really enjoy about working at UD?
I enjoy getting to see students having a similar experience that I loved. It's really fun to see people talk about the same books, the core, the Rome program.
Awesome. Do you find it helpful being an alum of the school that you work at?
Yes. I think I can pretty much get the stressors and the unique things that UD students enjoy.
Awesome. So if you had to pick only one book from the core to read, which book would it be?
Ooh. Oh, Plato's Republic. That's not even hard. You're right. Why am I making that hard? I'm Plato all the way.
Awesome. What is something that you like to do in your free time?
I like to run. I like to sail. Kind of an outdoors person.
Awesome. What song do you have on repeat right now?
Nothing. I don't listen to music.
Interesting.
I know. I like silence.
Okay. Do you know of any stereotypes of the OSA that you think are true?
Oh gosh. Oh, so many stereotypes. None of them are true. They're really nice people. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. What do you think is the best piece of advice that you've ever received?
Ooh. I think really stop feeling guilty and just do things. If it's not wrong, then don't feel guilty about it.
Who is your best friend?
My best friend, her name is Meredith. I met her my first day at UD. She moved into Catherine Hall with me, and she's been my best friend ever since.
Awesome. What's the first thing that you do when you wake up?
Exercise.
What do you think is the easiest part about working with college students?
The energy.
What do you think is the hardest part about working with college students?
The energy. Sometimes it's a little hard to rein them in.
That's fair. If you could switch lives with one person for one day, who would it be?
Bill Belichick. I want to be a football coach in my alternative life. And win. Maybe not this year. A couple years ago.
So what are 3 words to describe living in Texas?
Hot, humid, and flat.
good. Okay, so you mentioned that you went to law school. Do you have a funny moment from law school?
A funny moment?
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, those are far and few between in law school. I'm trying to think of one. I can't think of a single funny moment. It was a stressful time.
Yeah, understandable. Okay, so if you had to get a PhD, what would it be in?
I'd still go back and probably finish up my PhD in anthropology.
Cool. What was your most watched cartoon growing up?
Most watched cartoon. I don't know if it's a cartoon. I loved the Muppets. It's not a cartoon, but I'm gonna answer the question in the liberal sense of the word.
I like it.
Miss Piggy was my favorite.
Do you have a favorite place to do work on campus?
I really just love my balcony. Another thing that I'm most grateful for in COVID is having a balcony, because we have all of our meetings out there. You can take off your mask, and when the weather's great, it's amazing.
Yeah. So if you were on a deserted island, what 3 books would you bring?
Ooh. I would bring Marcus Aurelius' Meditations, because I love Marcus Aurelius. I would bring Oscar Wilde. One of Oscar Wilde's, probably De Profundis, which is my second favorite book. Third book, I'd bring something just totally for fun. I love the British author P.G. Wodehouse, the Bertie and Wooster books. I'd bring one of those, which are just silly and ridiculous.
Awesome. What does your typical breakfast look like?
I love breakfast. Let me just say that. Breakfast is my favorite meal. I eat a lot of different things, but I like to eat I like to eat protein and kind of have a slightly more Asian breakfast. I usually eat vegetables and rice and eggs.
Cool. Okay. So are you ready for a rapid fire round?
Yes.
Okay. Favorite color?
Blue.
Favorite food?
Pasta.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Window seat or aisle seat?
Aisle seat.
Mountains or the beach?
Beach.
Favorite dessert?
Chocolate anything.
Good. If you could speak another language, what would it be?
Arabic.
Ooh. What is your favorite smell?
Roses.
What advice would you give to your college self?
Lighten up.
If you could be anywhere in the world right now for 2 minutes, where would you be?
On the beach.
Have you ever laughed so hard that you cried?
Yes.
Do you have a go-to joke?
No. I have to steal them from Lisa.
That's okay. What is the scariest thing that you've ever done?
Ice climb on a glacier.
Whoa, cool. What extracurricular activity do you think help you the most in the job that you have right now?
Physical activity. Burn off the energy. Burn off the stress.
Awesome. What was the easiest class for you in undergrad?
Some of these professors are still around. Economics.
And what was the hardest class for you in undergrad?
Dr. Andrews' calculus class.
Ooh.
I'm still a little angry about that one. It's all right. I've moved on.
What is something that you wish you knew before going to law school?
That you had to wear a suit in a lot of things, and I do not like suits.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I wouldn't have gone. I'm just kidding.
What do you think is the biggest problem facing the world today?
Other than COVID? Lack of charity.
Yeah. Okay, now going a bit lighter. What is what is your favorite holiday?
Christmas.
Favorite season?
Summer.
Where's somewhere you want to travel to but haven't gone?
Egypt.
And then last question, are you ready? What advice would you give to someone interested in working in higher ed?
Oh, that's like an actual question. Do it. Try it out. And have fun with it. Yeah, enjoy it.
Good, awesome. Well, that's it. Thank you so much.
Thanks for doing that. That was fun.